done is to write to the EFCC and make allegations against the governor that the governor did something. But for them to go to European Union, go to American embassy, start writing,
It's not laughable.
it's very, very, very laughable now. Very, very laughable. Very, very laughable. It makes no sense because one, before you don't just accuse somebody and without giving the person fair hearing, you have already concluded that the person is guilty, and you are going to American embassy and you are going to European Union and start writing against that person that the person should know that should be a visa ban on it. That is very laughable. And the worst part of it that the leader of this group is supposed to be a lawyer who should know the procedure. So if they feel that Alex Otti did anything that is wrong, they can petition the House of Assembly and stay what they see that Alex Otti did. If they feel that the House of Assembly did not do well, they can now write to EFCC or they can write to the police or any law enforcement agency who have the powers to investigate. The powers of investigation of this kind of allegation of a gang and proportion is in the EFCC. EFCC will investigate him and then find out whether to do something. Let me tell you, the fact that he is the governor does not give him immunity from investigation. In the case of Ganifa Winnie against Halilu Akilu, the Supreme Court held that a governor or a president is only immune from trial. He is not immune from investigation. You can still investigate him. So what I'm saying is that what that group, whatever they call themselves, is to have they should have just written a letter to EFCC and chronicle everything, and then EFCC will investigate him. And it is only when he's found guilty that you can now be writing about visa ban. You can't be accusing somebody from the comfort of your house and without giving the person fair hearing. You're already writing to American embassy or to European Union or to United Kingdom embassy and asking them, United Kingdom High Commission, and asking them that they should place a travel ban on a man who has not been found guilty. It shows
who have not even been invited by the police.
By the police. This shows you that what that group is doing. What do you call that group? Abia best interest. What they are doing is not to the best interest of Abians. Let me be honest to you, because they are now having a vindictive reason why they are doing what they are doing. In law, we call it a collateral reason.
Are you saying that Abia best interest group does not have the interest of the Abia?
At all, they don't. They want to cause confusion in the system.
Makasmia from Kasa TV. Name please.
I'm Barrister Pero.
Okay, that one of the things right now in Abia State is that a group, Abia group, seek US visa ban for Governor Alex Otti over alleged 86 billion educational fund diversion. Have you heard the story? Have you heard the news?
Yes, I heard the story. I heard the story, and to me, that story does not make sense to me. Let me be honest to you. You know, I am always balanced when I say things.
Okay.
Now, you said that Abia State's governor misused 86 billion educational fund. First of all, I'm hearing it for the first time. 86 billion is not 1 naira. But nevertheless, there are the right procedure to handle this kind of thing. First of all, I think that what the group should have done is to
best interest association.
Forget about all those people who just
that means they have the interest of Abia State.
That's what I'm saying. Forget about all those people who just stay in their house and coin something and then say they are using it to do something. The truth is that if you feel that the Abia State governor misused something, first of all, you have to write it to the State House of Assembly. The State House of Assembly is the first people that you have to consult when you want to make an allegation against the governor, especially on this kind of thing. Has there been a petition written to the State House of Assembly and they didn't handle it well? Now, if you feel you don't want to do that, you have the ICPC or you have the EFCC to report to. ICPC deals with stealing, corruption and all these things. Then EFCC deals with financial crimes. So I think that what they should have done is to write to the EFCC and make allegations against the governor that the governor did something. But for them to go to European Union, go to American embassy, start writing,
it's not laughable.
It's very, very, very laughable now. Very, very laughable. Very, very laughable. It makes no sense because one, before you don't just accuse somebody and without giving the person fair hearing, you have already concluded that the person is guilty, and you have gone to American embassy and you are going to European Union and start writing against that person that the person should know that should be a visa ban on it. That is very laughable. And the worst part of it that the leader of this group is supposed to be a lawyer who should know the procedure. So if they feel that Alex Otti did anything that is wrong, they can petition the House of Assembly and stay what they see that Alex Otti did. If they feel that the House of Assembly did not do well, they can now write to EFCC or they can write to the police or any law enforcement agency who have the powers to investigate. The powers of investigation of this kind of allegation of a gang and proportion is in the EFCC. EFCC will investigate him and then find out whether to do something. Let me tell you, the fact that he is the governor does not give him immunity from investigation. In the case of Ganifa Winnie against Halilu Akilu, the Supreme Court held that a governor or a president is only immune from trial. He is not immune from investigation. You can still investigate him. So what I'm saying is that what that group, whatever they call themselves, is to have they should have just written a letter to EFCC and chronicle everything, and then EFCC will investigate him. And it is only when he's found guilty that you can now be writing about visa ban. You can't be accusing somebody from the comfort of your house and without giving the person fair hearing. You're already writing to American Embassy or to European Union or to United Kingdom Embassy and asking them, United Kingdom High Commission, and asking them that they should place a travel ban on a man who has not been found guilty. It shows
who have not even been invited by the police.
By the police. This shows you that what that group is. What do you call that group? Abia best interest. What they are doing is not to the best interest of Abians. Let me be honest to you, because they are now having a vindictive reason why they are doing what they are doing. In law, we call it a collateral reason.
Are you saying that Abia best interest group does not have the interest of the Abia?
At all, they don't. They want to cause confusion in the system. They are there to frustrate the government of Alex Otti, and it is clear that's what they are doing. That's what they are doing. Because let me tell you, I am not trying to be biased. I'm not saying it for the governor to like me. You know me now. I say things based on what I believe is the right thing. There are procedures for doing something. If you the section 36 of the Constitution raises what you call presumption of innocence. Just tell me, everybody is presumed to be innocent until the contrary is proven. And in a criminal trial, you have to prove the guilt of that person beyond reasonable doubt. Even the governor is not immune from prosecution. Rather, you cannot prosecute him during the time that he is still in the office. And let me tell you, the fact that he's the governor, there are still, you cannot just steal something billion naira alone. It must be done with the consent of and the connivance of the accountant general. It must be done with the, you know what I'm saying, the commissioner for finance. So if they feel that they have any genuine, they should have written against the commissioner for finance and the accountant general who would help in that thing. And the EFCC
who have no immunity at all.
Who have no immunity. And the
by
EFCC,
now most of them will have been arrested.
Yes.
If there is truly an evidence.
Now you must be a very intelligent person. That's what I'm saying. If they have any genuine reason why they are thinking that somebody stole money, they would have made a petition to EFCC. And there is no way you cannot bring the accountant general.
You are giving them wisdom.
No, I'm not giving them wisdom. I am talking about
at least based on what is actually on ground.
Yes, that is the thing.
Because it's not.
And
just,
then, but for them to now rush to American Embassy and EU, it shows that what they are doing is they are there to distract the governor. Then let me tell you something. If they feel that they have any reason why this person should be held, they should write to the EFCC, the accountant general, the commissioner for finance, and the permanent secretary on the finance or anybody. They will come and explain themselves and present documents. And you'll be surprised that when they present documents, you will not get the truth. But for them to rush to that place to start asking for visa ban, it shows that they're just making a mockery of themselves. They're just ridiculing themselves, because I know American Embassy will not listen to them. I also know that the European Union will not listen to them, because the ground for you to hold somebody on such an offense is that he must have been found guilty. Or there are reasonable grounds to believe that he did it. That's what I'm saying. Maybe there's a public, like what when they wrote against Erofai, that Erofai said body bag. You know the story of body bag. Those electoral offense, those who are monitoring the election, they heard it themselves. The American Embassy and the EU and everything, they heard what Erofai said. But in this circumstance, there is no cogent evidence to back up what they're saying. And even if they have, you still need Alex Otti's team to present their own defense. So it shows you that they're just making a mockery of the
cannot be a judge in your
own case. So they're not serious. To me, they're not serious. And I urge Abia not to take them serious. They're not serious. If they want to do something, there are procedures for doing that thing.
So this is not really for the best interest of Abia as they claim as Abia.
They don't have any best. They're just there to distract the governor. They don't have the best.
So if actually you are the governor of Abia State and they are dragging you like the naked wire, like this in the area of Abia interest group, Abia tomorrow Abia interest is in Abuja, tomorrow another Abia.
Is it the same man? Is it no all those interest group? It's the same man now.
It's the same man.
It's the same man that is holding all of them. The man is just there to ensure that he brings Abia State government down. Let me tell you.
And unfortunately, the governor said they will not give him full button.
You know Alex Otti now. You know what he will say. But let me tell you. You ask me if it is me, what I would do. What I would do is, if I am of the opinion that the young man is defaming me, I will file a defamation suit against him.
Are you serious?
Yes, now. No, listen. There's a difference between opposition,
yes,
and hatred. What that young man is doing is amounting to hatred.
It's not opposition.
It's not opposition anymore.
Because he has talked about 54 billion. The governor have actually come and explained. And even published the names of schools and all the rest of them.
Yes.
So he kept on dragging. In fact, this time around, he have increased the budget from
54 to 80. And the same education, though.
The same education. Not even let him change to education.
So if the governor stole something billion, how much money do we still have in our company? I am not holding brief for anybody. Okay. I am not saying that what he said is correct or what he said is
so.
But
if you are the governor,
I'm saying that he's not following it the right way, and he's making a mockery of the whole thing, and he's showing that he's vindictive.
So if you are the governor of Abia State, finally on that, what will be your action?
Well,
will you ignore him or will you take an action?
I will instruct my team of lawyers to look at what he has done to see whether they amount to defamation, and if they amount to defamation, I will file a suit against him on defamation. I will not use the Section 24 of the Cybercrime Act. I will not use it. And you know that is not happening in Imo State. I will not use it. Because personally, I am of the opinion that Cybercrime Act, Section 24, is inconsistent with the clear provision of Chapter 4 that deals with right to freedom of speech.
Okay.
You know, but to me, I will file the process defamation. Let him come and prove the allegations he's levying against me. If I'm the governor, that's what I would do. That was what Femi Falana did when very dark man accused him of collecting money from Bobrisky to get a pardon from Bobrisky. Femi Falana said it's not true. Femi Falana said he has been an advocate of abolishing Section 24 of the Cybercrime Act. He now said he's going to file for defamation. So if I'm the Abia governor, I will file for defamation. I will first of all tell my lawyers to look at the activities of that man and to know whether what he's doing amounts to defamation. If what he's doing amounts to defamation, I'll file for defamation. But to me,
as you as a lawyer, did it actually amount to defamation?
Well, when he was calling Alex Otti, and Senator Bank, all these things are defamatory now. They are all defamatory. You don't need to be a lawyer to know that if you go to his word, they are still there. Go to Europe and you see everything there. They are still defamatory. All this is defamatory.
But won't it be an act of trying to shut down opposition?
You are not. It's not. No, there's a difference between opposition and gross lawlessness and recklessness. Opposition is when you are doing what you are doing,
checkmating the
government. But when you are doing it out of hatred, what he's doing amounting to hatred against Alex Otti. That's the way I see it. And to me, I don't think it's proper. You must balance these things. These things must be balanced. You cannot do opposition in the manner that you showing that you are showing hatred. Yes, the truth is that the position you occupy, people will be critical of you. Like a governor, me, I have been critical of the governor in so many areas, but I have not galvanized to hatred. Where you are just calling a man a thief every day on your wall, you are calling him a thief. Where a man who have not been found guilty of any crime, that cannot be called opposition. That is not hatred. So it's not even a thing like there's a whole over difference between opposition and what he's doing. So to me, it's about hatred. That's what I think.
And you will take legal action.
I will take a legal action. I will not even if I'm the governor and you are calling me a thief, if I'm not a thief, I will tell you to come and prove how I stole. But unless the only way upon which I will not do it is if I discover that if what you said I did is what I did, just tell me. If what you said is what I did, what I did. If I didn't do it, I will take steps to get a legal redress. Yes.
Okay. Let's leave it for now and talk about some other things trending in Nigeria. Let's talk about the one of Imo State.
Yes.
You know, we are still talking about defamatory, right?
The same thing.
So in Imo State, a lawyer have been actually making different posts against the governor of Imo State, who opposed them. This time around, he made a post that people are actually talking about the renaming of Douglas Road to who opposed them. So and he wrote in his post, he said that even Rogers Okorocha, in his own recklessness or in his own attitude, in his own management and things, where he may think that that Rogers Okorocha is the only one that gave Minister of Happiness.
Yes.
He's trended everywhere. So even his own behavior and the rest of them, he never named any road after him. Say, why will the sitting governor Hope Ozodinma decide to name a Douglas road? A name that a Douglas road that have a lot to do with. He also say have a lot to do with colonization. Remind the Imolite. It's also remind the Imolite about the pens and agony they pass through during time of colonization. And apart from that, he said that the governor does not have right to rename a street, not even about the road in his name. And even the state have assembly have no right. That people that have the right is only the local government. And after that post and some other things he said, he was actually police sent an invitation to him, and before you know it, he's one step close to prison. So, but people have been talking about it to an extent, and thank God the barrister. What do you really think?
Yes, I know Chinedu. I know Chinedu
about it.
I know him on one-on-one basis. I was with him at Panyo Hotel 2 months ago. He came to visit me over an issue. He stays in the Owerri. He was the former secretary of NBA Owerri. He was in the UK. He stayed in the UK until he brought his family back to Nigeria. He's a man who believes in speaking his mind. The man who says things the way it is. Now, if what he said about how can you open to give man name the street, the man Douglas and his own name, to me, what he has done is to maybe wait, let's leave government and that person will do it. But nevertheless, apart from that, there are some other things that accuse him. He said that he was critical about the government, and he was also talking about the police force, mobile unit in Owerri, Obis or so. That there's a place, I don't know what it's Obis, but there's a place in Owerri where the people accused the police of breach of human rights. He mentioned that thing there, and then the police and the governor claimed him. As of today, he was arraigned in court, and as you already know, Section 50 of the Cybercrime Prevention Act says that the court has the jurisdiction to hear cybercrime offences in the Federal High Court. So they took him to the magistrate court so that the magistrate court can remand him. So they filed the remand hearing. The court now says it doesn't have the jurisdiction. The court now ordered that he should be remanded in prison custody until the matter is taken to the Federal High Court. And incidentally, today too, lawyers went to court and filed a bail condition at the Federal High Court.
After he must have been remanded.
No, as the time was going, this one was going on now. You know, when you file a bail application, you don't need to be physically present. So lawyers filed bail condition, and the lawyers carried, and then the court granted him bail today. So good news for him. The court has granted him bail. So we expect him to come at any time. But the truth remains that freedom of expression is being preyed upon. Remember when you asked me about theology and that guy? I told you that the right thing is to go to court. The Nigerian elite has criminalized free speech. It is now a crime for you to speak about people, no matter whatever you tell somebody. It is not right for people to be sent to prison for saying what they think. Once you become a governor or become a president, you must know that your privacy is no longer there. You have sacrificed your privacy for the public good. So people will be critical of you, and you're managing public money. You're managing public things. So you must have an elephant skin. You cannot be in public and the small person that's speaking against you, you are clapping him in prison. You know.
But does the governor have the power, the right to change, constitutionally speaking? Does the governor have the power to rename
renaming of streets and roads belongs to the local government. Is there the constitution?
But the state have assembly, have the power to name a road.
I have not seen. They look at if it's there in the constitution. Check the first schedule. The first schedule of the constitution.
Because that is one of the major.
I'm coming now. The first schedule of the constitution gives the powers to name streets and roads on the local government. It's the power of local government to name streets. So if Chinedu Agu said that the governor have no power to name Douglas his name, he's correct. The law, the first schedule of the constitution, really is there now. The first schedule of the constitution says that naming of streets and roads, that it is within the powers of the local government. So I have not seen any state government that have the power to number roads. So if that is what he said, he's correct. He's correct. But I don't think that was all that he said that made him to become enemy. They brought him so many things.
Actually, when he was sent invitation to come, I mean, one of the posts that actually caught my attention was that say that in the same Imo state where government are controlling some local governments in a broad daylight, and police cannot go there. Police cannot actually go there and maintain peace and ensure that things go well. Now that they are sending him invitation for an innocent person based on just what he said on social media against the governor. They are sending him to go come.
But let's be honest, what he said is it false. Imo State is a no-go area. You can't go to that or some places in that or you can't go to some places out of this world anymore. You can't go to some places in Olo. Is it not true? So many, even my boy in my chamber said that his father died, and I'm supposed to go for a burial next week. And I'm telling him, I have fear in going to Imo State. We all know the truth now. If is Okigwe not in Imo State? Before they gone down or allegedly gone down Yahoo, gentle the Yahoo. Because some are saying he's not there, some are saying he's there. We don't know the one to believe anymore. Okigwe is a no-go area. A former House of Assembly member was arrested, was kidnapped the other day. So what I'm saying is that he's not saying the truth when he said that so many parts of Imo States the government but may not be controlling, but they are ravaging those places now. Some places in Imo State when you want to do burial, when you want to do burial, you some people come and threaten you, you give them some money. So Imo States have become a place where people run away from. My friend ran away from Olo. He told me that he doesn't want to stay there anymore. He ran away. So the truth is that Imo State appears to be very unsafe. So if somebody says Imo State is very unsafe, why criminalize him? Why victimize him? Why send him to prison for saying Imo State is very unsafe? He's not saying the truth. No, the truth is that I stand for free speech. When you criticize me, I will sue you and get damages. But not for me to start using police to be arresting you when you say something against me.
So this is not defamatory inside of the law.
It's defamatory. I'm not saying it's defamatory. I'm not saying it's the court that will determine whether it is defamatory or not. It's the court that will say whether it is defamatory or not. But what I'm saying is that Section 25 of the Cybercrime Prevention Act, has been used by so many people, especially the political elite, to stop people from criticizing the government. And that is unacceptable. Look at the one of Showere. He called president what he called president. And now they are charging him to court. And he's saying, no, it is within my power. Look at Trump. People criticize Trump every day. People call Trump every day. The other day, somebody slapped Macron. Somebody slapped him. People criticize the UK Prime Minister, calling him all kind of names. But in Nigeria, those who are holding political power, they regard themselves as above the law. If you criticize them, you become their enemy. They'll start chanting you. It's not supposed to be so. We're supposed to run an egalitarian society where everybody is equal. Even if you're a governor, yes, I agree. But the fact remains that being a governor does not insulate you from criticism. People criticize you. And when they criticize you, don't use the police to start chanting them. It is wrong.
Okay, for now, this is much we can get. Good for now. Possibly by tomorrow, we can look at some other major trading issues and other things. You have a wonderful. Please make sure you drop a comment. Let us know what do you really think about this video. What do you think about the reaction? What do you really think? Drop a comment and let us know your own opinion. And last time you made this, last time I talked about Obi, a lot of people reacted and a lot of people said a lot of things. Some people say that the governor has spent 2 years supposed to fix it. Some other people believe that Obi should be blamed for actually what happened, for the wrongs in Obi and the rest of them. So there was actually a lot of reaction regarding to that. In fact, the comment was so much. So possibly by next time we can look at people's comments and also share them on our platform. Thank you for watching this video to this point. Please don't forget to follow Kasa TV on Facebook and YouTube. Copy the link of this video and send it to all. My name is Mwaka Kasmia and I'm with
by Tempero Abona.
Thank you.